Hello everyone, and a warm welcome to this AstroTarot reading. These readings are timeless, so whenever you come across one of these readings on YouTube, maybe it's time for you to take in some more information on a specific area of your life. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share if you find this reading beneficial, and a warm thank you to those of you who have already chosen to subscribe and support my channel. So let's have a look at the astrology cards to see what's going on right now in your life. And remember to go with the numbers, figures, colors in the cards, wherever you feel you are being led, because there could be a lot of extra personal information for you here. We have one card out. Let's see what else is coming out here. Okay, so we have a house card coming out for you, and this is pointing to a specific life area. So here we have the 10th house in the center of your life right now. So this is talking very much about how far you have come in life. You're taking some kind of status, or making some kind of status on your life, and maybe this could point to your job or career situation or your life purpose. Where are you going with it all? Where is it all leading you? You are really asking some big questions at this specific time. Here we also find Capricorn energies and Saturn. So maybe you want to find your Saturn placement in your chart to find out some more information about this, because Saturn always wants us to learn something. So what is the bigger lesson of your life? So check out in which zodiac sign you have Saturn, and if you have some other planets positioned nearby Saturn as well. But you seem to be making some kind of status right now. We can see this astronaut is having a look back, since here Saturn is the last visible planet we can see with the naked eye from planet Earth. So you are ready now maybe to expand into the unknown, and you are just thinking to yourself, well, how far have I come? Is there something else I need to have a closer look at? And let's have a look at which cosmic group or which cosmic energy is coming in to support you right now. So that could be something karmic going on as well. So you don't feel that this is pointing to, when I'm pulling the other cards, let's see where that is taking us. But if you don't feel that this is pointing to anything that resonates with you in this lifetime, maybe it's because some of it has been happening in a prior lifetime. So maybe for some of you, regression at this time could be one solution, or doing some kind of meditation, maybe on a frequent basis, more frequently than you have been used to perhaps. So let's see what's showing up for you here. Maybe for some of you, you're working with some kind of management, since this is also pointing to being the CEO or director or president of something. For some of you, maybe you are account managers. Let's see what cosmic group is coming in for you. We have card number 15, the Nephilim, and this is talking about being controversial and gaining new perspectives on things. So I feel for some of you, you're really breaking your karma. You are taking things up by the roots right now. And you're going your own way, and you're just looking back at what you have achieved up until now. Was that really what you wanted, or was that some kind of dream, and you're there, you're living your dream fine? Where are you moving on from there? Or is there something here that has been dissatisfying for you, where you need to have a closer look at where do you go from here. How are you going to become more, or how are you coming more in alignment with your life purpose than what you've been up until now. Maybe this has not been satisfying for you. Maybe you found that you're going nowhere. You haven't reached your goals. You haven't, you know, here we aspire, and here we do the hard work to reach our goals, and perhaps there is something lagging in that regard. So have a closer look at what you really need to change, really deep down in your roots. Where do you need a serious change? Because here we become very ambitious and very serious about things. So for some of you, this has not been satisfying. You need to gain some new perspectives. You need to move on. There's something where you feel stuck, and where you need to release something by moving forward. So let's see what kind of blessings are coming in for you right now as you are moving on. And also Capricorn is pointing to the earth element, and since this Nephilim is walking with a tree in his hand, there is something about reflection and doing some kind of introvert job as well. Taking things a little bit slow so that you know what it is that you're ripping up by the root right now, and doing some, maybe also do some kind of reflection as where you want to go, but you're very much looking back here on what did not, where you did not succeed, and where you may have not been controversial at all, where you may have just followed up on other people's ambitions but not your own. So let's see what kind of blessings are coming in for you, since now you are becoming your own CEO of your own life, you know, where you're taking much more charge and responsibility. Because Saturn in your chart is always pointing to where you have not yet taken enough responsibility. And when you figure that out, you can break your karma by doing something different. And I feel that that's what you are doing right now. We have one card out. Let's see if there is something else coming out here for you. Let's see if we have another card out for you. What kind of blessings are coming your way as you are dealing with the past or your current situation now, where it seems that you've been stuck? What's going on? Okay, there's only one card presenting itself here, so let's have a look at that. But this is suggesting travel for some of you, okay? So you're going on a travel perhaps. New beginnings with the new moon. A pregnant woman here in the picture could also point to new beginnings, fertility. Something is beginning to blossom for you. You're finding your own light. You're leading your own, you're taking charge of your own boat. Where is it you want to sail next? So there's also some kind of halo around the moon here actually. So mystical times right now for you, and since we have the moon here and water down here, they're both representatives of water, which is again pointing back to your feelings, your sensitivity, your dreams, both for your life in general, but also dreams that you're having during nighttime. So there could be an old dream coming up here where you're saying, you know what, I'm not going to follow up on other people's ambitions, or I have done my job. I have come so far, this was what I dreamt of, fine, but I'm moving on. I'm getting some new perspectives. This is not enough for me anymore. So let's see what the Tarot has for you at this specific moment. there is more to this. Maybe you have achieved whatever it is that you have achieved right now. But it's like there's so much more to you than that. There is a deeper dream of that. There is something new beginning within you. And maybe actually for some of you, this has been the ignition to something new, okay? So whatever experience it is that you have gained over here, whatever wisdom it is that you have achieved right now, it is bringing you onto a whole new journey. So also check out where you have your 10th house. So there could be more information on a more personal level for you there as well. Okay. And we have a lot of cards coming out here for you. The first one comes out on its own, and here we have Mother of Pentacles. So back to the earth element, both with the Nephilim, but also the 10th house and Capricorn energies. So for some of you, it could be Capricorns or a Virgo or a Taurus, since those are the earth zodiac signs. But here we have Mother of Pentacles. So this is about you traveling onto safe havens, okay? Security, where you feel at home, you feel nourished, or you feel nurtured. Sorry, you feel nurtured. You feel that there is someone around you, comforting you, taking care of you, making you feel safe in your materialistic life, since this is Pentacles and this is pointing to money, job, career, but also your home. How do you build up your daily routines around your home, the structures of your life, okay? Whatever is going on a very visible, tangible energy level in your life. That's what this is pointing to, and you are reaching your safe haven here. You are coming back into security, and for some of you that could also be some kind of status here regarding, where you like to wear expensive clothes, or you like to buy expensive stuff to put in your house. This is also where this is very important to you, or perhaps for some of you. The next cards are coming out together, so let's have a look at them. We have, first of all, Daughter of Swords, so back to all the, a reference to all the air zodiac signs. Looking for the truth. This is kind of a detective-like energy coming in, sitting on the sword, the sword of truth. The owl is seeing very clearly during nighttime. It knows where it's going. So you want to investigate something here. Then we have Six of Swords coming out. There could be some kind of misunderstandings, or something is in delay or misinterpreted perhaps. Really make sure of your communication skills right now. Are you communicating your truth and what you are picking up on from other people? Is that the way they wanted you to understand what they were saying? Check up on the information coming back and forth into your life, or that is flowing in your life right now. Have a check up on that. Then we have a card from the Major Arcana. Remember that there is more information on the tarot below the video. Here we have card number 10, and this is talking about, Wheel of Fortune is a reference, actually could be a reference back to the 10th house here. It is also pointing to the planet Saturn. We see how there's a lot of stuff going on in this card. Timelines meeting up, crossroads meeting up. This is really a karmic time for you, so I would definitely suggest that you look deeply into your dreams during nighttime, or that you seek some kind of regression therapist, or that you're tuning into a deep meditation once in a while to find out what this could be about, okay? Because we have the number 6 here 2 times. 1 plus 5 is 6, and we have the 6 of Swords down here. So there could be something about gaining new perspectives, or being controversial, through your communication, but where there is something in delay. Maybe you have not yet reached all the information that you need to be able to move forward or to travel forward. So really pay attention to cross lines meeting up here. Pay attention to situations that keep showing up, that holds the same kind of content. Situations that you keep meeting, or persons you keep meeting all the time. Why? Ask questions about that. Maybe perhaps write it down. Because next card up is card number 9. Here we have the Hermit in reverse, and this is talking about you it's talking about you feeling a little bit restless at this time. Maybe you have some kind of maybe even hate towards this life right now. It's like enough's enough, and you need to be able to turn this card around to become your own counselor, your own expert, to become the spiritual searcher. But right now you are in your cave and you're sitting here becoming more and more restless, and perhaps you even have some kind of, maybe a little bit of hatred towards the world going on around you, maybe in your environment, people, situations where you have your daily life, where you have your daily communication. There could be something there that is karmic, and now that you are recognizing that, you can start to act in a different way towards them. And maybe right now you are waking up to something where you see the truth of it all, and because this light is pointing to the subconscious. So maybe there's something coming up right now and you say, you know what, this is completely misunderstood, I don't get this. This is karmic times for you, so that you can go your own way. New beginnings, new information coming in perhaps. But you hold a little bit of hatred towards whatever it is that you're leaving behind, because right now you see the truth so clearly. You have been investigating these information, or this way of communicating within that circle of friends or family, or working situations, or whatever it may be for you. Now you're seeing it clearly. And as crossroads are meeting up, and things are moving on very fast for you right now perhaps, you see it clearly now. There's something that is burning through the darkness here with the owl as well. You see very sharply at this moment, and clearly where you want to go, and waking up to the truth. And the truth is that you don't resonate with this energy anymore. Perhaps you never did, but you thought you did. But you were just following through on other people's ambitions for you perhaps. Very restricted energy over here as well. So let's have a look at the next cards coming out. We have 9 of Swords, so back to the air zodiac signs, Gemini, Libra and Aquarius. And this is a time for you now to reflect. Okay, we can see how there are 2 eyes here. So reflect, meditate, as I mentioned before, be still, take a step back, and most of all, do not engage yourself emotionally. Do not let yourself be emotionally triggered, because here we are very much on a mental level. So just pause, be still, take a step back if you feel that there is some hurtful stuff going on in this communication with friends or family, whatever it may be. Just observe. If you can observe what's going on, that will make it much more easy for you to move on your own. Okay, so don't get emotionally caught up in this, or let yourself be emotionally triggered. Next card out is also a Swords card, so we have a lot of swords going on here. So a lot is going on in your life when it comes to communication, new information showing up very rapidly here with Son of Swords. He is impeccable, and whatever it is he's going for it. Okay, so don't hold back at this time. Maybe he's a little bit hostile, so maybe you want to again make sure that when you communicate to the world, to the surroundings, that it's not full of hatred. Okay, be aware of that, because it's your subconscious waking up right now. And when that begins to happen, you will become much more an observant of what's going on in your life and why this is going on. And so new visions can turn up through this meditation, or as a result of this observation of stuff. You can really begin to see your visions very clearly, and you need to go for that. Okay, whatever is showing up, you need to go for that. You need to be impeccable, you know, hold on, follow through on it, even though you may be regarded as some kind of hostile person right now, or with a hostile personality. Maybe people have not seen this side of you, so people might get a little bit, you know, not scared, but they will be deeply surprised to see this side of you, because you have never been like this before. Okay, so be aware of what kind of words you're using, so that you're not turning up as a completely hostile person who's just hating the world around you. Okay, the last card out is card number 20. We have the Judgment card here in reverse. So again, back to the subconscious waking up here. Normally the card looks like this, where you're being called out, where you're changing your position, but there is some kind of there's kind of a message here to stay put and finish your job. Before you do this, before you stand up with new perspectives on things that's coming into your, that is mingling with your mentality right now, on how you're used to be a visionary person, you should follow through on whatever is coming to you right now, on how you are doing this. When you are leaving the stage here, you should really be aware of that. You have done everything you could before you are being called out to something new, before you're reaching your new destination, or before you are beginning your new traveling life, wherever that might be leading you. But you should get your job done, not changing your position before you know that you know exactly where you want to go, okay, on how you want to take the next step forward. So you may not be called out right now at this time. It's more about you dealing with whatever it is that has been holding you back, or whatever it is that you have finished up on right now. Make sure that you are definitely, completely and utterly done with it, okay, before standing out with something new, because otherwise it's not controversial. If you're not done with this, this is not controversial. If you still have some kind of roots back into this, it will not be controversial behavior in the future. You will not be able to bring in new perspectives on things completely. Okay, so make sure that you're not changing your position here, that you're not renewing yourself before this is done. Maybe there's something that needs to be said, where you need to be impeccable. And yes, maybe you will seem a little bit hostile, but it's really just because people have not been used to seeing this side of you. And you have this side, this vision inside of you. You definitely do. There's something that is worth fighting for, where you are now seeking your safe haven, okay? You are deciding your materialistic life. You are deciding what you want to work with, how you want to make your money, how you want to design or arrange your the structures around your life, okay? So let's pull some personal cards to see if we have some specific notions about this life that you wish to lead right now, or the life you are dealing with that you are leaving. So it's like you're in a transition right now, in the twilight zone. Let's see what's coming out for you here. Okay. So we have two cards coming out for you. The first card is card number 12. So this is pointing to you becoming a privileged lady or privileged guy or man, if you're a male watching this video. But this is also talking to your female side in life, your intuition, your feelings, that you feel quite at home with yourself. Also, number 12 is leading me to the 12th house of the zodiac, the last house, where we are supposed to be mature people. We have seen it all. We have been moving. We've taken another journey, another travel in our charts. And right now in Pisces, which is the zodiac sign we find in the 12th house, we are supposed to become mature people. We are definitely going through some deep soul transformation here. And also pointing to water, it's pointing very much to your emotions, back to this travel card over here. So you are turning up as someone very mature, moving your own way. You know where you want to go. We have some flowers down here indicating that it's springtime in your life right now, and you know exactly where you want to go. And you are going to be a very privileged person, okay? You will lack nothing in your materialistic life. You will know exactly how to build your house or your home, make your money, and what kind of job you really want. And definitely you're going to become your own CEO or director here, that's for sure. Next card out here is card number 4. So this is talking about courtship. It doesn't have to be romantic. I feel more in this at this time it's pointing back to your job, career, and where you are, the people that you've been working with there, or the people who have been very much engaged in your ambitions, and maybe they have wanted to take over that. They might have controlled you. Leading this new life will also lead you to new people who are actually seeking your advice, or they are coming to your rescue. They are actually here to support you and to assist you on this new journey. So I feel for many of you, when you open up this business, whatever it may be for you, or new life, you will definitely attract new company, new business partners perhaps, or you will have success attracting customers. There you will lack nothing in that regard. And maybe for some of you, you might find your life partner through that business. And who knows, maybe you will begin a new travel together in this, perhaps a joint venture. So you are attracting a whole new social circle when you are breaking up with all of this, because you definitely don't like this situation that you're in right now. You don't like this environment anymore. But just remember that there's a lot of good also coming out of a lot of bad, okay? It's not all bad. So also right now, please remember to focus on the good stuff that's been over here. What has it taught you? If you can't find anything good, look at what that has taught you, okay? We get teachings all the time. Every day we wake up, it's a new day to learn. Okay, so let's see what your spirit guides want to communicate to you at this time. Whomever or whatever that may be for you. Let's see what's showing up. What kind of message do they wish to give you at this particular time in your life? I feel that there are 2 cards showing themselves here, and the first card is number 32, so that could also be a 5. 5 is also the number of transformation, and since we have number 12 here, that could be 1, 2, and that's a 3, and then we have 4 here, and now we have 5. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. So it's like moving on now, taking one step at a time. But here it says, we will light the path to new possibilities for your future. Stay aware. Yes, there's definitely new light, and you can also see how there is a light here on this boat over here, that the light is guiding you forward right now. Your inner sparkle of light, your creative nature, your creativity, the energy from God, if you want, that has that you have come with here on earth. You are supposed to create something from that, okay? So really stay aware of where you're being led right now. Card number 20 here is talking about stay put. Don't change anything yet, perhaps. You need to do this thoroughly before you can move on, okay? So next card out is card number 7. your intuition is strong. We are reaching out to help. We can see how there's a bridge again over water here. So there's light and water. So some kind of new information is showing up for you that will ignite your feelings, your intuition, and then you will just simply know where to travel next. We can also see how there's a light on this woman's shoulder. So there is someone watching over you, watching over your shoulder perhaps right now. And your guides are saying to you that they are reaching out to help right now. So please follow up on your intuition. Your subconsciousness is awakening here, is trying to tell you something that is rooted very deeply within you, back to the Nephilim, but which also perhaps triggers something emotionally inside of you. But it's very important to observe your feelings at this time, observe what's going on in your feminine side, in your intuition, in your feelings, in your sensitivity. So observe rather than react, okay? So let's just pull you guys a card of advice to see what else is showing up here right now. So new possibilities are definitely showing up, and this is about cutting the cords once and for all before you are moving on. That's very important. These two cards are talking about that. So it's like a clean slate before you move on, okay? So that you don't have this old energy with you, that you're not taking that with you wherever you're moving into in the future. So first card out is talking about clutter clearing, clutter cleansing. This is symbolic of all the colors of your chakras. Okay, so this card is talking about that right now you're building up new resources. That's why you're also going through a major declutter right now. A lot of old energies are being left behind now, so that new energies can enter into your chakras, into your energy body, your light body. Okay, next card out is this card talking about the juice here. So this card is pointing to that you need to remember to stay juicy right now, to keep to your own inner light, your inner creativity, okay? Your unique talents and nature, because right now there is some kind of volcanic intake. Perhaps you need to focus more on minerals or vitamins, or just eating more healthy perhaps. But there is coming some kind of rush, some kind of flow, some kind of increase right now back to the water also. So there might be something that could be overwhelming you. And again, when that comes, please observe what's going on more than taking more than having a physical approach and on taking action, physical action on it. Observe what's going on, because there are new energies coming in for you. You're building up your resources once and again, back to maybe plan zero, building it all up once again. This is over and done. You have done number 12. You have been moving through a whole circle in your chart. You have become a mature person. You know right now that you definitely want to move on. Maybe you don't know what the future holds, and that's okay. We can't figure everything out at once. Okay, sometimes we need to learn as we move along. Okay, so it's like learning by doing. But here you have reached the end of something, and you definitely know that you want to move on, and that's a good thing in itself. So please stay with that, as these new energies are building up in your chakras, in your light body, energizing you much more. There is like this energy flow or energy increase or energy rush coming in right now. It could be on a deep emotional level. If it is, please observe what's going on more than react to it. Or you could simply also feel that sometimes you're being overwhelmed with new energies just coming into your life in general, and you feel re-energized, you feel reignited. So just enjoy this moment in your life where you are in deep transition, on a deep emotional level. So observe more than react. That's my advice to you at this point. There is someone helping you to light up the future. So please pay attention to any kind of synchronicities going on, or some kind of sign where you definitely know that it's for you. There's a specific message from your personal spirit guides to you. You know that. You know what kind of signs are showing up for you when you're supposed to be moving on, okay? And also you know when signs are showing up to ask you to please hold back a little bit and do the job. Get the job done. I feel this is a message for you. Get the job done before you are moving into new joint ventures or new adventures in general. So this was what I had for you. I hope that it's been helpful. Please take great care. Please take great care of yourselves out there as this transition and deep transformation is taking place in your life. Wow, I feel that there are definitely some kind of new fertile beginnings where you won't have to keep looking back on what was a bad experience. There is also good in bad. Please remember that as well at this time. So thank you so much for tuning in, and bye for now.